brother too. He's awesome, obviously a Pacer too. We were in a little commercial together, so I love their family. They're just awesome people.
She's 13 years old, and there was an article in the newspaper. She's 13 and she could...
The name Cheryl Miller resonates deeply in the world of basketball. A trailblazer, a prodigy, and a leader both on and off the court, Miller has become a guiding light for future generations. Her contributions to the sport, especially to women's basketball, are unmatched.
My dad and my mom did a great job. Thank God my mom was a registered nurse, because it came in handy. It's the fun part. I found out about this less than a week. Something in life, do it passionately. You know, and some people may not be like that, but...
Today, Cheryl Miller's expertise and leadership are inspiring young talents like Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston at the Indiana Fever, with hopes of turning the team into a powerhouse of the WNBA.
Women, and it's not just a facility for women, it's a facility that is hands down better than probably, and I'm not.
Cheryl Miller's rise to fame started at Riverside Polytechnic High School in California. Even at 13, people recognized her exceptional talent as a local newspaper ran a feature about the young athlete. With her family's full support, especially her mother, a registered nurse who played a critical role in helping Miller stay healthy, Cheryl quickly became a high school legend. Her scoring abilities were legendary, highlighted by a memorable game in which she scored 105 points. Under her leadership, Riverside Polytechnic dominated high school basketball, achieving an astonishing 132-4 record over 4 years, including an 84-game winning streak and 4 consecutive CIF titles. Miller was the first high school basketball player, male or female, to be named a Parade All-American for 4 consecutive years. In 1981, she was also recognized as the National High School Scholar Athlete of the Year. After high school, Cheryl Miller's journey continued at the University of Southern California, USC, where she took her game to new heights. Leading USC to back-to-back national championships in 1983 and 1984, Miller became one of the most dominant forces in collegiate basketball. She was named the NCAA Tournament MVP in both championship campaigns, a testament to her ability to perform under pressure and lead her team to victory. Over her 4-year career at USC, Miller led the team to an impressive 112-20 overall record. Miller left USC holding nearly every major record in the school's basketball history, including career points, rebounds, field goals, and free throws. Her dominance didn't go unnoticed. She was named Naismith Player of the Year 3 times and won the prestigious Wade Trophy, awarded to the top female college basketball player. By the end of her college career, she was a 4-time Kodak All-American and was voted the Pac-12 Player of the Century in 2016. Cheryl Miller's basketball prowess wasn't limited to the college game. She's shown on the international stage, too, leading Team USA to gold medals at the 1984 Summer Olympics, the 1983 Pan American Games, and the 1986 Goodwill Games. In each of these tournaments, Miller was the leading scorer for her team, solidifying her status as one of the greatest players in the world. Her remarkable performances won her a place in the USC Hall of Fame in 1995, the Pac-12 Conference Hall of Honor in 2018, and led to her No. 31 jersey being retired by USC in 2006, a fitting tribute to her immense impact on the sport. Unfortunately, Cheryl Miller never had the opportunity to compete in the WNBA, as the league wasn't founded until 1996, a full decade after her graduation from USC. To make matters worse, knee problems ended her playing career prematurely. However, this didn't stop Miller from contributing to the game she loved. She transitioned into coaching and television broadcasting, continuing to leave her mark on basketball. As a coach, Miller brought her winning mindset to USC, the Phoenix Mercury, and Langston University. Her time on the sidelines was marked by her ability to nurture and develop young talent. Her success as a coach stemmed from the same competitive drive and basketball IQ that had propelled her to stardom on the court. After 17 years as a commentator and reporter for TNT, Miller returned to coaching, eager to pass on her vast knowledge of the game to the next generation of players. Today, Cheryl Miller has taken on a new role, mentoring rising stars at the Indiana Fever. The Fever are a team in transition, but under Miller's guidance, they have the potential to become one of the WNBA's top teams. Among the young talents benefiting from Miller's tutelage is Caitlin Clark, a player many see as one of the league's brightest prospects. Clark has expressed her admiration for Miller, acknowledging her as a pioneer of the game. "It's an honor to learn from someone who has contributed so much to the game," Clark said in a recent interview. This sentiment is shared by many of the Fever's players, who see Miller's presence as an invaluable resource in their development. Miller's leadership is also rubbing off on players like Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, two other rising stars within the organization. Miller's approach to coaching is simple but effective. She fosters a culture of competitiveness and accountability while encouraging her players to learn from their mistakes. Cheryl Miller's impact on the Indiana Fever extends beyond just her basketball knowledge. She's also a passionate advocate for the growth and future success of the WNBA. In a pre-game interview during the WNBA All-Star Game, Miller was outspoken about the league's recent TV rights deal, which she believes undervalues the WNBA's potential. The current deal, worth $2.2 billion over 11 years, is a step forward, but Miller argues it's nowhere near enough to support the league's growth. "We've come a long way, but now it's time for us to get what we deserve," she said. Miller's advocacy for increased financial investment in the WNBA underscores her belief that the league has the potential to become a global powerhouse if given the right resources. Her stance on gender equality in sports is well documented. She's been a vocal proponent of better facilities, improved pay, and more media coverage for female athletes, and she believes the WNBA should lead the way in promoting these values. Miller's belief in the league's potential isn't just talk, she's backing it up with action, both in her mentorship of the Fever players and her public statements about the future of the league. Cheryl Miller's impact on the Indiana Fever is already being felt. The team, which has struggled in recent years, is starting to show signs of improvement. Miller's influence on the players' development, combined with her advocacy for better conditions in the league, has instilled a new sense of purpose within the team. The Fever's young roster, which includes players like Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston, is learning from one of the game's greatest minds. Miller's hands-on approach to coaching and mentoring is paying off. The team is beginning to play with more confidence, more intensity, and more resilience, traits that Miller herself exhibited throughout her playing career. Fans of the Indiana Fever have reason to be optimistic. Miller's belief in the team's potential is contagious, and her influence is helping to transform the culture of the organization. The Fever are no longer seen as an easy win for opposing teams. They're becoming a team that plays with grit and determination, a team that's learning how to win under the guidance of a true basketball legend. While Cheryl Miller's work with the Indiana Fever is undoubtedly important, her influence on the WNBA as a whole cannot be understated. As one of the most recognizable and respected figures in women's basketball, Miller's voice carries weight. Her advocacy for increased investment in the league has sparked important conversations about the future of the WNBA. Miller's call for better financial backing isn't just about paying players more, it's about giving the league the resources it needs to grow. This includes improving facilities, expanding media coverage, and attracting top talent from around the world. Miller understands that for the WNBA to reach its full potential, it needs the same level of support that men's sports receive. Cheryl Miller's impact on basketball is undeniable. From her record-breaking performances in high school and college to her success on the international stage, Miller has always been a force to be reckoned with. But her contributions to the game go far beyond her playing days. As a coach, mentor, and advocate, Miller continues to shape the future of women's basketball. Her work with the Indiana Fever is just one example of how she's using her knowledge and experience to help the next generation of players reach their full potential. And her advocacy for greater investment in the WNBA shows that she's committed to ensuring the league's long-term success. For Cheryl Miller, the game of basketball has always been about more than just winning. It's about passion, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. These are the values she's passing on to the players she mentors, and they are the values that will continue to drive her as she shapes the future of the sport. As the Indiana Fever move forward, they do so with one of the greatest basketball minds in their corner. Cheryl Miller's legacy is far from over, and her impact on the game will be felt for generations to come. Whether it's on the court or off, Cheryl Miller is still leading the charge for women's basketball, and she shows no signs of slowing down.